the cry of the gull. The canyon is wide, but the bridge is still strong. I am catching the pulse of a different song. No longer a stranger in my own skin, letting the breath of the wilderness in. Now the morning arrives with a clarity so deep, waking the promises our souls and keep. The anchor is lifted on the mud and the clay. The weight of the silence is drifting away. The colors are bleeding back into the sky. I am the traveler, the fire is high, high, finding the soil where my spirit can thrive. Now the morning arrives when the clarity's so deep, waking the promises I've struggled to keep. The anchor is lifted from the mud and the clay. The weight of the silence is drifting away. The colors are bleeding back into the sky. I am the traveler with a fire in my eye.
If you're not living on the edge, you're not really living. If you're not walking the line, you're not really giving. If you're not the first, then you're fading fast. Everybody's blowing by, you're stuck in the past. The wind on me, the wind on you, chasing sparks like we've got something to prove. If you're not living on the edge, you're just holding on instead. Burn the map, forget the rest. Only the wild ones pass the test. If you're not living on the edge, you're living in the past. Regret. There's no comfort in the middle lane, no glory where it's safe and sane. You gotta leap before the net appears, ride the lightning, face the fears. We weren't built to stand in place, we were made to run this race. You're not living on the edge, you're just holding on instead. Burn the map, forget the rest, and leave the wild ones past the test. If you're not living on the edge, you're living in the past. Late nights, long draws, white lines blur, heartbeats louder than the voice that stirs. Run quick, don't ride where the brave begin. You either lose slow or dare to win. If you're not living on the edge, then you're dying bit by bit. Instead, leave it all out on the line, make the fall feel like the climb. If you're not living on the edge, you're living in the past. Yeah. If you're not living, you're just spinning your wheels in the dust. So live loud, live fast, don't let the rest of them eat your rust. Yeah. If you're not living, you're just spinning your wheels in the dust.
So live loud, live fast, or let the rest of them eat your rest.
Midnight came in through the window pane, just a shadow on the floor. I was tracing maps of ancient dust and looking for the door. You were talking about the Holy Grail and how the wine turned into sand, while the clock upon the chimney piece lost its minute hand. It's not the way you hold the key or how you turn the lock. It is not the distance in your eyes tide is moving out. Faith is just a tattered coat, woven thin by doubt. To give away the final crust and expect no golden return, that is the hard philosophy, the only bridge left to burn. It is not the way you hold the key, or how you turn the lock. It is not the distance in your eyes, or the ticking of the shot. It is the stripping of the vanity till the bone is white and bare, learning that the thing you seek was never really there. Crimson white on her lips, so bright. Oaken seashells fill the night. I wish she'd pause, I wish she'd see. There's more to this than just to me. Winding roads, they all collide, but we're all just chasing time. The oasis, a bar and grill where life embraces, a place of thrills, a place of spills. The oasis, it heals, it fills. Paths may twist and stars may fade. We search for drums and operate. He's quick to judge, so quick to turn, but the fire inside still burns. Every detour finds its end, but we still march, we still pretend. The oasis, a bar and grill where life embraces, above the rain, the empty space. The oasis, it's our embrace. Underneath the endless sky, shadows fade and tears dry. Through the storms and swirling tides, we find our way, we Those shadows fall, we find our light, embrace the dark, ignite the fire. The oasis, a bar and grill where life embraces, a place of thrills, a place of spills. The oasis, it heals. We are the shadows moving past the county line, tracking down the treasure that was never mine. The dust on my boots is a map of my debt to a system that takes what it hasn't earned yet. I see the high beams cutting through the gray. The iron justice is coming out to play. They like to say if any whale did the gate, leaving the hungry to the mercy of fate. But the ledger is bleeding and the ink is dry. There is a storm brewing in a cold black sky. We are not ghosts, but we haunt the lane, relieving the wealthy of their ill-gotten gain. One flash of the steel and a word to the wise to pull the wool from the weary eyes. What was taken by the pen, we reclaim by the hand, scattering the ashes across the dry land. The road is a witness to the balance we find, locking the chains of the masses behind. We are the reapers of the stolen grain, riding through the thunder and the driving rain. The highway belongs to the brave and the bold, turning the copper back into the gold. One was taken by the pen, we reclaim by the hand, scattering the ashes across the dry land. The road is a witness to the balance we find, loving the chains of the masses behind. We are the reapers of the stolen grain, riding through the thunder and the driving rain. The highway belongs to the brave and the bold, turning the copper back into the gold. They call it a crime when the poor wanna crumb, but they worship the greed till the spirits are numb. There is a fire in the brush and a wolf at the door. The kings of the valley shall rule us no more. Every corner, every story, or sweating of tears. We are the echoes of 1,000 years. The sun rises pale on the edge of the world. The banners of liberty finally unfurled. The carriage is empty and the guards have fled, while we distribute the wine and the bread. Back to the woods where the wild things grow, where the seeds of a new kind of honesty sow. The distance is calling and the engine is loud, disappearing like smoke in a thick winter cloud. What was taken by the pen, now flamed by the hand, scattering the ashes across the dry land. The road is a witness to the balance we find, leaving the chains of the masses behind. We are the weepers of a stolen rain, riding through the thunder in the driving lane. The highway belongs to the brave and the bold, turning the copper back into the gold. Was taken by the pen, we reclaim by the hand, scattering the ashes across the dry land. The road is a witness to the balance we find, leaving the chains of the masses behind. We are the reapers of the stolen rain, hiding through the thunder in the driving lane. The highway belongs to the brave and the bold, turning the copper back into the gold. On the kitchen wall, stained glass shadows stretch along the hall. The morning paper says the sun won't rise. A cold gray veil falls across our eyes. I'm folding up the maps we never used. The compass needle spins around confused. We traded our diamonds for bags of sand. Now the hourglass is slipping from my hand. The heavens are leaning against the door. We can't pretend to fight this anymore.
rivers and droughts. The prophets are silent, the bells have gone still. There's a strange kind of peace on the brow of the hill. No more tomorrow to borrow or buy, just a quiet surrender beneath the black sky. The birds have flown to a distant shore. The ocean doesn't hunger for the sand anymore. I'll sit on the porch while the colors fade to the ghost of a garden we both once made. No need for a candle or a kerosene lamp. The air is heavy and the floorboards are damp. We're just two figures in a faded photograph. The last ones to cry and the first ones to laugh. The stars are blinking out one by one, like candle flames when the feast is done. The horizon is folding itself away into the pocket of a dying day. The heavens are leaning against the door. We can't pretend to fight this anymore. The silver thread is frayed and worn thin. Let the great white darkness settle in. Every dead is day, and every crown is dust. The iron gates are blooming red with rust. At the edge of the world, where the winds go blind, we run out of road at the end of time. The heavens are leaning against the door. We can't pretend to fight this anymore. The silver thread is frayed and worn thin. Let the great white darkness settle in. Every dead is paid, and every crown is dust. The iron gates are blooming red with rust. At the edge of the world, where the winds go blind, we run through at the end of time.
The dust is settling on a weary road. I've carried every stone within this hairy load. The fence is broken, the gate is wide. There's nothing left for me to seek or dust settles on a heavy clock face, where the hours fold like ancient paper. I walked where the valley meets the grave, tracing a map that leads to no harbor. The seasons shed their rusted skin, leaving us naked in the open field. The shadows stretch long across the garden, a silver key turning in a lock of air. Wait for the tide to bring the message home, or let the spinning compass find its rest. Winds of time across the hollow valley, pulling at the roots of every memory. Angel hands reach through the golden curtain, holding steady what the gale might carry. They do not speak, but they know the road between the sunset and the rising ground. A photograph fades beneath the sunlight, until the faces are just white clouds. We gather what remains of the harvest, counting the seeds we never got to sow. The iron gate swings on a broken hinge, singing a song of the long departure. The stars are scattered like salt on velvet, a silent language written in the dark. Listen to the breathing of the deep earth before the morning breaks the spell apart. Winds of time across the hollow valley, pulling at the roots of every memory. Angel hands reach through the golden curtain, holding steady what the gale might carry. They do not speak, but they know the road between the sunset and the rising ground. The dust settles on the ancient window frame, while the morning light carves out a brand new name. I watch the silver frost dissolve into the clay, and felt the heavy gears of winter grind away. There is a secret hidden in the common palm, a sudden storm within a deep and steady calm. I never saw the lightning or the holy fire, I only walked the wire of my own desire. But the map I drew was faded into white, and the shadows lost their grip upon the night. Gravity is laid hold against the door. I am not the man I used to be before. Oh,
memory you are standing where the ruins used to stand, with a simple glass of water in your hand. Now the map I drew is faded into white, and the shadows lost their grip upon the night. Gravity is leaning hard against the dark. I am not the man I used to be before. Oh, we hear the strange and a wild gaze to guide the universe inside a human face. Beyond the logic and the schemes of weary men, that broken world begins to mend itself again. It is the pull of the tide against the shore, but silent knock upon a long forgotten door. The wonder of it all is just to be down to you, and yet so utterly free. Let the skeptics build the towers out of stone, and the kings sit on their cold and golden throne. I would rather witness how the wildflower grows, where the spirit of the living water flows. It is a mystery that needs no touch to tell how the desert crown became a wishing well. Oh, it is a strange and a wild grace to find the universe inside a human face. Beyond the logic and the schemes of weary men, the broken world begins to mend itself again. It is the pull of the tide against the shore, the silent knock upon a long forgotten door. The wonder of it all is just to be down to you, and yet so utterly free.
of the velvet sky, trading on gardens or passing this where the secrets of the horizon lie. Oh, there's a marble blue and gold spinning away in a distance so vast. But I am chasing the sin of fire, breaking the chains of a heavy past.
We never kept. The clock upon the mantelpiece has lost its heavy sway. The silence isn't hollow like it was before. The river wakes up shaking off the broken ice. A blueprint of the morning etched in every stream. We paid the toll in weary hours and sacrifice. Now we are waking from a pale and hollow dream. The keys are turning inside locks that stood so tight. The dust is dancing in a column on the floor. The world is turning to light. The heavy curtains are falling away. The darkness is losing its bite in the golden arrival of day. No more hiding behind the black timber and stone. The glory is coming to claim what it's known. The mountains are casting their crowns in the dirt. The bruises are fading like ink in the rain. A sudden undoing of every old hurt, a breaking of every ancestral chain. Look up at the rafters where spiders once wove. The rafters are soaked in the glow of the grove. The hammers are silent, the anvils are cold, but the warmth isn't coming from any hot fire. It's a different story that's being retold. Rising up higher and higher and
so steep, the gravel is ruined beneath our bare feet.
World is turning to light. The heavy curtains are falling away. The darkness is losing its mind in the golden arrival of day. No more hiding behind the black silver and stone. The glory is coming to play. Water's yours. The iron gates are swinging on a rusted hinge. The heavy dollar fell away like autumn leaves. I walk across the border where the shadows cringe and trade in the burden for the soft reprieve. Now the horizon is a wide and hollow stare with no direction carved into the dusty ground. I find myself a prisoner of the vacant air, searching for the way that kept me safe and sound. The freedom is a fever in a lonely room, a wide open desert with no well inside. I am the weaver with a broken loom, lost inside the mercy of the blinding light. I am missing the chains that let me go, the steady anger and the raging swell. The only mastery I used to know, the familiar ringing of a heavy bell. I am missing the steel that held my frame, the cold comfort of a locked design. Since the day you stopped calling out my name and cut the cord that kept your pulse with mine. I am missing the chains that let me go, the steady anger and the raging swell. The only mastery I used to know, the familiar ringing of a heavy bell. I am missing the steel that held my frame, the cold comfort of a locked design. Since the day you stopped calling out my name and cut the cord that got your pulse with mine. I tried to build a tower out of drifting sand, but the windows through the places where you stood. I hold the map of nowhere in my shaking hand, doing all the things I never thought I would. There is a terror in the choice of every tear, a jagged silence where the thunder used to roll. I have so many lessons left to learn about the price of owning my abandoned soul. The freedom is a fever in a lonely room, a wide open desert with no well inside. I am the eagle with a broken loom, lost inside the mercy of the blinding light. I want missing the chain to let me go, the steady anchor in the raging swell. The only mastery I used to know, the familiar ringing of a heavy bell. I want missing the steel that held my flame, the cold comfort of a locked design. Since the day you stopped calling out my name and cut the cord that kept your pulse with mine. I want through silence pass. The stars are lanterns in a nameless gale, filling holes inside the human veil. A sudden pull toward the center mass, where light and shadow through the needle pass. The atoms tremble in the heavy pull until the emptiness is brimming full. We seek a signal in the static hole, waiting for the word that will not come. Beyond the edge where vision turns to bone, we drift toward the fathomless alone. No compass needle finds a steady shore. Inside the dark, behind the open door, the deeper truth is hidden from the eye, within the hollow throat of every sky. Beyond the edge where vision turns to bone, we drift toward the fathomless alone. No compass needle finds a steady shore. Inside the dark, behind the open door, the deeper truth is hidden from the eye. The morning coffee settles in a cold porcelain cup. The space beside me stretches out toward the ceiling. I watched your shadow dissolve into the hallway bricks, leaving nothing but the scent of iron and rain. Your sweater hangs like a ghost on the wooden chair, a tapestry of fibers they used to hold your
your pulse. The morning light cuts through the dust of every dream that turned to rust. You pull your collar to the cold, refusing to be bought. So, a thousand jagged points of steel are turning on a heavy wheel. They struck the center of your chest and put your weary soul to test. But you are stronger than the gale that rips the mast and tears the sail. Though arrows pierce the skin of day, you find a brand new path to stray. Stand tall against the rushing tide, with nowhere left for you to hide. The marketplace is loud and vain. It trades in pleasure and in pain. The archers hide behind the wall, just waiting for the brave to fall. Your heart is bruised and marked with scars underneath the cold and silent stars. But every wound is just a door to places you have searched before. For you are stronger than the gale that rips the mast and tears the sail. Though arrows pierce the skin of day, you find a brand new path to stray. Stand tall against the rushing tide, with nowhere left for you to hide. Let the thunder shake the ground. Let the iron noise resound. The wind can howl until it breaks. It cannot cry what courage takes. For you are stronger than the gale that rips the mast and tears the sail. Though arrows pierce the skin of day, you'll find a brand new path to stray. Stand tall against the rushing tide, with nowhere left for you to hide. Yes, you are stronger than the gale that rips the mast and tears the sail. Though arrows pierce the skin of day, you'll find a brand new path to stray. Stand tall against the rushing tide, with nowhere left for you to hide. The morning light is shorter than it used to be. A heavy coat hangs tired on the silver door. I find the lines around my eyes of maps of roads that lead back to the places I can't touch no more. The kitchen clock is ticking like a wooden heart, and every grain of salt has found a place to settle. The garden fence is leading toward the hungry soil, beneath the weight of winter and the cooling meadow. It's not a theft of fire or a sudden dark, but a slow unfolding of the heavy bow. The mountain moves an inch while we are sleeping sound, and what was once a chase is just a walking now. The brighter moon is fading to a golden gray. The harvest moon is leaning on the harvest hay. We are the
is thin but clear enough to see the sky. No longer asking when or where or why. I'll sit a while and watch the shadows stretch their ends. The tea is cooling in the ceramic cup I hold. There is a quiet dignity in rusted gates, and in the stories that are waiting to be told. The wind is singing through the hollows of the oak, a melody that doesn't need a frantic pace. I'm recognize a stranger staring back at me and find a kind of mercy in his changing face. It's not a theft of fire or a sudden dark, but a slow unfolding of the heavy bow. The mountain moves an inch while we are sleeping sound. And what was once a chase is just a walking now. Goodbye to blue is faded to a golden gray. The harvest moon is leaning on the harvest head. We are the river carving out the canyon. Oh, learning how to need the things we knew before. It's not a theft of fire or a sudden dark, but so unfolding of the heavy bow. The mountain moves an inch while we are sleeping sound. And what was once a chase is just a walking now. The pride of noon is faded to a golden gray. The harvest moon is leaning on the harvest head. The morning paper rolls across the porch in a heavy gray wind. The coffee grinds are bitter and the kettle is singing thin. I walk down to the corner where the brickwork used to stand, but there is nothing left but shadows and the shifting of the sand. The faces in the windows are all strangers to the eye. They do not look for answers in the iron-colored sky. The clock upon the courthouse wall has frozen its copper hands, while the boys are drawing borders in the dirt with broken brands. The merchant locks his heavy door and turns the rusted key. He says the tide is moving out towards a blinded silent sea. I saw a man in tattered lace preaching to Lorraine about how the harvest shrivels from a long and ancient stain. The compass needle spins around until it loses north. The winter birds are hesitant to venture further forth. A highway is a ribbon that has unspooled from the reel, and no one knows the pressure of the gravel on the wheel. The season is a fugitive that cannot find its home. The empire is a garden that has grown too much to roam. What was solid in the cradle is a vapor in the glass, and we are only witnesses as the heavy shadows pass. The name by being rewritten on the stones across the hill, while the world is spinning faster just to keep from standing still. The girl is playing a melody on a string that's bound to snap. The generals are sleeping with the maps atop their lap. The factory smoke is curling like a question in the air, but no one has the medicine for the burden that we bear. The newsman speaks in riddles of the debt that can't be paid, while the children build their castles in a forest made of jade. The lantern oil is running low within the wooden hall, where the inviting is fading from the cracks along the wall. The wind has found the hollow flute
cost of you, while the world is spinning faster just to keep from standing still.
To glide, we shake the dust from every tired bone. No longer bound by what the sunlight swore. The street outside is quiet and alone, but there is thunder behind this heavy door. The silver liquid spills across the glass, a temporary truce with all our fears. We watch the ghost of every minute pass, to drown the ringing in our weary ears. Oh, let the wildness take the wheel tonight, when every city soul is fast asleep. We trade the heavy world for flashing light, and promises we never meant to keep. The center of the universe is here, between a crashing sound and spinning floor. The morning is a ghost we do not fear, as long as we can ask for one glass more. A stranger tells a tale of ancient wars, while someone spills their secrets on the rug. We seek the keys to all the locked up doors, beneath the heavy pulse and sword and tongue. Your eyes are like a map of broken lines, tracing out the places we have been. We read the omens and the secret signs, before the daylight tries to usher us back in. The silver liquid spills across the glass, a temporary truce with all our fears. We watch the ghost of every minute pass, to drown the ringing in our weary ears. Oh, let the wildness take the wheel tonight, when every city soul is fast asleep. We raid the heavy world for flashing light, and promises we never meant to keep. The center of the universe is here, between the crashing sound and spinning floor. The morning is a dose we do not fear, as long as we can ask for one glass more. The clock is just a liar on the wall, the calendar is nothing but a cage. We stand up straight before we start to fall, writing our own names on a darkened page. There is no past and there is no regret, just the fever and the swaying of the crowd.